आई रे प्रभात, ले बाबा को साथ, उठो रे प्रिय आत्मन, जागो हे प्रिय आत्मन। फरिश्तों के संग संग बाबा है पधारे, फरिश्तों के संग संग बाबा है पधारे। प्रीतम से कर मिलन, जागो आत्मन, उठो आत्मन, आई रे प्रभात।
ओम शांति। At Amritvela, BapDada sings the praise of the fortune of the children. Do you experience yourself to be the lucky star, shining within the whole world? You are such lucky stars that God Himself sings your praise. Can there be any higher fortune of someone other than this? Do you always stay in such intoxication that by seeing your intoxication, the clouds of sorrow of others disperse? They should forget their sorrow and experience happiness. They should swing in the swing of super-sensuous joy. You are such a lucky star that people forget their sorrows. Do you experience yourself like that? It is said that in the company of the philosopher's stone, iron would be transformed into gold. Have you become such an alchemist stone, parasmani, so that in your company the iron-aged soul may change into gold? Do you experience such a stage? If a soul comes in the form of a beggar, then he should leave having become filled with all wealth. Do you see such picture of fortune in the mirror every day? At what time of the day do you see it? Is it only in the early morning hours that you see your fortune in the mirror, or do you see such fortune throughout the day as you are walking and talking? Nowadays people see their face again and again in the mirror. They see their features and you look your future. Your attention is not towards your features, but your attention is towards to make your future high all the time. So do you see the picture of your future, that how much it is filled with spirituality? Do you see to what extent there is spiritual glow? Baba says you are a star, a lucky star. When people see you, the clouds of sorrow should go away. The clouds of unhappiness should disperse. You are such a lucky soul. This is again a subtle practice, to think that I am a star. And just lie down and then see that the star which is here is going up and becoming one of the stars of the sky. So this is a star experiment, where you lie down and this is the star, and see, the star is going up and It has become one of the stars of the sky. Then again come down. Then again go up. Again come down. Again go up. This is a good experiment to perform. Change the places. Sometimes you can sit and do that. Such an experiment can be done at night, when stars are in the sky, when the sky is starry. Sit, watch the stars, and then imagine, feel, visualize that the star, the soul, is going out and becoming one with those stars. Now I am without any soul. Then again let the star come back. The star going up, star going back, coming back. You can do it either when you are sleeping or sitting up. Baba says you are lucky stars. And then see that when you shine in the sky, the clouds of sorrow, the suffering, the pain, the misery of the worldly souls is going away. You can create that sort of experiment, star experiment. Second thing Baba said, you are philosopher stone, you are alchemist stone, Paras money. In your company, the dull-headed, the stone-headed intellects of the souls were turned into gold. So, who am I? I am a philosopher's stone. Whatever I touch turns into gold. That is philosopher's stone. You know the story of Midas, King Midas. Deities give him the blessing that whatever thing he will touch, that would turn into gold. So, wherever I see, whichever soul I see, that soul would imbibe those vibrations. So the second experiment is this philosopher's stone experiment, which you can do every day. It's shown in Ramayana when Rama is in exile, is going with his guru. He sees there is a stone. It was the cursed lady. And it is shown that Rama touches the feet or just his dust, and the stone becomes alive. It was a lady. So Baba says that's your memorial. You are philosopher's stone, Paras money. This is a very, very subtle experiment which can be done internally. That if I am a philosopher's stone, I need not to touch anybody, but just by looking at somebody, I turn that soul's intellect. If you want to change somebody, no matter how hard you try to convince that person never changes. It is the toughest job, because that's a direct war, direct blow on that person's ego. Why somebody will listen to you? You want that person to do this thing or that thing, even though that may be very selfless and for the benefit of that soul, yet the soul is unwilling. Why? Because it has nothing to do with the teachings you are giving. It is a question of ego, not the teachings. If the same teaching comes through somebody else, probably that soul might accept. But since it is coming from you, that soul will not accept. Rather, anything coming from you will be unacceptable. Because that soul is seeing you as an embodiment of ego. So the best way of transforming others is through thought, sankalp, is through drishti, is through good wishes and pure feelings, is through sakash, is through vibrations. So the first thing is create such vibrations, that firm affirmation in your own consciousness. I am a philosopher's stone. If I see anybody, I give that soul those vibrations of purity. Baba says, your philosopher's stones, in your company, souls will change. So that is the second experiment. So the first experiment we saw, star experiment, where you can sit anywhere, especially in the starry night, and imagine the star, the soul is leaving this body and becoming one of those. And then imagine that star is again coming back. And you can even try to find out where is that star. Once that star goes and touches the sky, oh, that's me. The star experiment, this is a philosopher's stone experiment. The third experiment is mirror. Baba says those people are used to look into mirror. They look into the mirror to see their features. You look into mirror to see your future. There is something known as mirror experiment. Usually, we look into mirror. It's an extroversion, something which is outside. But there is a twist to this experiment which you can create. How? This is the mirror, and this is you. So when you look into mirror, you see an image. Now reverse the process. How? You feel that I am looking into mirror and this is my image. Feel that this is me and I am looking into this image. Reverse it. This is the image. Actually, I am that. What is seen in the mirror, I am that, and that is looking at me, and this is the image. And then see how I am looking now. This is a very... This is a reverse experiment. Mirror, the image is looking at me, and I am the image, and this is image. Not only that, whatever you see, then start. Once you start doing on this, and then see, when you look at stars, I am not looking at star, the star is looking at me. Flower is looking at me, I am not looking at flower. And then gradually replace objects and things by person. This person is not looking at, I am not looking at you, you are looking at me. And then you start looking, seeing how the other person sees me. It's a very strange experiment, but it can be done. When you go in your washroom and look into your mirror, or when you're combing hair or shaving, feel that the mirror is looking at me. The image in the mirror is watching me. And then see what Baba is saying, your future. And then start observing your thoughts as a third person. The possessive nature. the fears, the guilt, what I am filled with. Let that image, without any bias, see me. You step out of your body, and even you can add one more thing. This is a dead image. Now imagine that this soul is leaving this body and entering this image. Now this image has become life, and this body is without any soul. You can create different experiments here. And these are simple experiments which you can do. Whenever you look into mirror, the image in the mirror is looking at you. Whenever you look at any object, that object is looking at you. Go and sit in front of a flower and talk with flower. And then gradually shift the consciousness. The flower is looking at you. Start imagining what flower is talking to me. As if flower is started talking. One more thing you can do. There is another mirror. This is known as mirror meditation. It is known as mirror gazing. Mirror gazing, just as you have star gazing, there is something known as mirror gazing. This is an experiment of mirror gazing. What is needed? Dark room. Second, a candle. You can keep the candle at this place and sit in front of the mirror. Stand or sit. It's sort of a tratak. What does tratak mean? Tratak means tears. Tratak, tears. To see something unblinkingly, apalak, till the tears come. That process is known as tratak. So, sit here. See your own image for 40 minutes or 45 minutes. Keep on watching, seeing every day for some time. See what happens. And don't blink till you start crying or tears come down. First week, second week. They say that when you keep on looking like this, your images, your forms will start changing. Then you will start seeing multiple forms, multiple images, probably of previous births, and a time will come. After 3-4 weeks, they say, you will not see any image. That's a mirror experiment. That's mirror gazing experiment. The thing is to know oneself. Who am I? We try to interact with people and know them, but we really do not know ourselves. Our contact with our own soul is so less. We get up and from morning till night, from dawn till dusk, we are in the world of objects, persons, everything outside. Close the eyes and sit for some time and watch your own self. What's happening within me? Feel the fragrance which is within you. Feel your own image, your own thoughts, emotions, hidden, suppressed desires, the disturbances, anything which is happening within you. What is it? What is it? What is it? So either become a star and play with the star, or become a philosopher's stone throughout the day and sending and touch the soul without touching them, the touchless touch, just with vibrations. Touch everyone, not just those whom we know, but the unknown, the unfamiliar, the acquaintance, or the strangers. Just see what happens. Send some vibes of love. And the third thing is mirror. Whenever you see into mirror, feel that the image in the mirror is seeing me. Or if you have a candle, you can create that experiment of dark experiment. In the darkness, keep the candle aside and keep observing yourself. Or one more thing, just sit in front of mirror and see the soul. This is the mirror, this is my face, and this is the soul. Just keep on observing your own soul for some time. See what happens. This is the soul. Whatever you keep on doing, meditating in Raj Yoga, now do it outside. I am a soul. I am a point of light. I am a star. I am a lamp. I am a dot. Infinitesimal point of light. Imperishable soul. Start this experiment in front of mirror. This is very simple. Keep on focusing on that third eye here, again and again. Why in Tratak they talk about not blinking? And what happens when we don't blink? At least during the experiment. The blinking denotes the fluctuations of the mind. The more we blink, the more the mind is fluctuating. But for health of the eyes, blinking is a very good exercise that you can do multiple times throughout the day. They say it's a very good exercise. You can just take out your specs. These are the eye exercises, and you keep on blinking 30 times and then close the eyes for some time. This is a good eye experiment. These are good for the health of the eyes. But right now we are not talking about health of the eyes. We are talking about, and even they say they cleanse the eyes, this process of Tratak. You just increase the practice gradually. Look at anything, but look it for some time and see what happens. The mind becomes calm suddenly after some time, because this blinking is connected with fluctuations of the mind. When the blinking stops, the fluctuation of the mind stops. When our eyes have a tendency to go from one place to another place, we are not at one place. Mind is so fluctuating. Just this moment I take this book and I keep it aside and I take another book. One message, another message. This website, that website. This place, that place. You keep on thinking of calling this person, that person. It is not stable at one place at all. Chanchala hi mana Krishna. Arjuna says, what should I do? Mind is so fickle. It is so nimble. It doesn't stay at one place. Such an agility of the mind. How should I curb it? Even when we look at Shiva Baba as a point of light, it's a Tratak in one way. Just fixing your gaze. It's a gaze fixing that focuses the mind, concentrates the mind. So these are the methods of concentration. Or if you don't want to focus on mirror or lamp or flame, you can just take any point on the wall or any point and just start looking at it for some time and see what happens. So this is known as mirror gazing, star gazing, feeling star, and philosopher's stone. I am a philosopher's stone. So Baba says, at Amritvela, Baba is singing your glory. Experience yourself as a lucky star. star I am. Feel the shine of that star. And if the star is here, close the eyes, feel the star, and let the radiance of that star penetrate each and every cell of yours. You know every cell of our body? Every cell is one individual. Talk with that cell. How are you? What do you want? Food? Water? Energy? What do you want? What is stored in the cell? Talk with the cell. We are made up of tissues. Tissues are made up of molecules. Molecules are made up of cells. Cells are made up of atoms. Atoms are made up of what? Electrons, protons and neutrons. So electrons, protons. Electrons are positively charged, neutrons are negatively charged, and electrons are negatively charged, protons are positively charged, neutrons are negatively neutral. So these are this is one object. You change the protons and neutrons and the object changes. So why is it that the old rishis, they would take something in their hand and suddenly it will turn into gold? So it's with the mental power. It's possible. Because only thing you have to do is to change the atomic number. Change the atomic number and the things change. And the same thing is going to happen in the transition from Iron Age to Golden Age. The atomic number of the things in this world would change. And the things would suddenly change into different shapes and size or objects. So talk with the electrons. And the cell of a yogi is made up of light. Not these, light. So imagine my every cell is made up of light. Cells don't eat. Atoms don't eat. Protons don't eat. Electrons don't eat. They don't need anything. They need just charging and energy. So I just need charging, and charging comes with Raj Yoga. So once you practice Raj Yoga more and more, your requirement for foreign nutrition reduces. Because now you're working at a cellular level, at a biological level. These don't need anything. So I am a star. I am a star. And my every cell I am filling with light. That's it. Except light, I don't need anything. Just light I need. It is known as living on light. Nikola Tesla, long back, had written about this. Why do we need anything from outside? Is it not light alone with which we survive? Light alone is needed, nothing else. So your breakfast should consist of cosmic light and air. That's it. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. At Amritvela, BapDada does singing the praise of the fortune of the children. Do you experience yourself to be the lucky star, shining within the whole world? You are such lucky stars that God Himself sings your praise. Can there be any higher fortune of someone than this? Do you always stay in such intoxication that by seeing your intoxication, the clouds of sorrow of others disperse? They should forget their sorrow and experience happiness. They should sing in the swing of super-sensuous joy. Do you experience yourself like this? It is said that in the company of the philosopher's stone, iron would be transformed into gold. Have you become such an alchemist stone so that in your company the iron-aged souls may change into gold? Do you experience such a stage? If the soul comes in the form of a beggar, then he should live having become filled with all wealth. Do you see such picture of fortune in the mirror every day? At what time of the day do you see it? It is only in the early morning hours that you see your fortune in the mirror? Or do you see such fortune throughout the day as you are walking and talking? Nowadays, people see their face again and again in the mirror. They see their features and you look your future. Your attention is not towards your features, but your attention is towards to make your future high all the time. So do you see the picture of your future? That how much it is filled with spirituality? Do you see the what extent there is a spiritual glow? Om Shanti.
vela hai